What in the world is this statement that the WNBPA dropped today? What in the world are they doing? This statement might be the silliest thing I've ever read in my entire life. I don't know about y'all, but if you've read this statement is utterly ridiculous. Let's talk about it. Welcome back, everyone, to another edition of Her Game, Her Way Women's Basketball. Facts over feelings. Powered by Come On Now, the podcast. Yo, you know who it is. Leave a comment, like the video, subscribe, follow us on our social, Her Game, Her Way Women's Basketball on Instagram. Remember, we are the podcast that was featured on FS1 on a UCLA documentary from last season to this season. So if you haven't checked it out, go check it out on FS1. We were featured on there, and I do have the video clip up on Instagram, so do check it out. Today, the WNBPA released a statement. I don't know why they did this, but they do a lot of talking and a lot of talking that does not benefit them in any which way, in my opinion. But yet they continue to talk and talk and talk and talk. This is what they had to say today. Statement from the WNBPA Executive Committee, March 4th, 2026. In every CBA negotiation, the goal of the league and the teams is to divide the players. That's the goal in negotiations of everything. That's just the goal in everything. It's negotiation. These negotiations are no different. We remain united and focused on delivering a transformational CBA for all members of this union and are committed to negotiating for as long as it takes. Our union's nearly unanimous vote in December to authorize us to call a strike if and when necessary was not taken lightly. It was made with complete faith and trust in ourselves and our negotiating committee led by Executive Director Terry Carmichael Jackson, who I may add, we've never heard her speak. She's never the one who comments, and President Neka Agumake to represent all players as we work to build a W that truly puts players first. Nothing has changed. That decision and the results of our recent player survey reaffirm that the current league proposal is not worth taking. Despite our differences and tough moments, we must make crystal clear that we are focused, we are resolute, and we are together. We want to play basketball in 2026. We want to be in front of our fans playing the game that we love. We will not stop fighting. There is no WNBA without the players. Signed Nneka Agumake, Kelsey Plum, Elizabeth Williams, Brianna Turner, Alicia Clark, Nafisa Collier, and Breanna Stewart. That is the statement that was made by the Players Executive Committee after apparently they have done a survey to see what the players around the league have to say. Yet, a couple days ago, Kelsey Plum is on record stating that the offer is really good. Just a couple of days ago, offer's really good. So it went from really good to we ain't taking this offer. We are not taking this offer. And of course, on March 3rd, the Players Association, on March 3rd, ESPN's article by Alexa Philippou and Don Van Natta Jr. is titled Kelsey Plum and Breanna Stewart raise concerns over WNBPA's handling of CBA talks. Let's take a look at this article. If you haven't seen it, I have not seen it at all. This is my first time seeing it, so I'm going to pull it up and read it because I have not seen it myself. And I just did that to click, and there it is. WNBPA Executive Committee members Kelsey Plum and Breanna Stewart wrote a 3-page letter Monday to the Players Union Executive Director, Terry Jackson, expressing serious concerns about how the PA is handling the current negotiations. Wow. Why are you concerned? Aren't you the ones that are negotiating, or is it Terry Jackson who's negotiating? I don't know who's negotiating because y'all talk a lot of stuff, but they got concerns for a new collective bargaining agreement, including the lack of adequate player involvement in the process. You are an executive board member. Why in the world are you not involved in the process for which you are an executive board member? You were literally elected to do this, to be a part of it. Oh, I'm sorry. You're both playing an unrivaled tonight in your championship game. You're both in another league right now, playing in another league while you're not negotiating. Oh, God, man. Of these, I mean, they're all playing other basketball leagues. I guess they don't have the time. You know what I mean? In the private communication, which clearly is not private and was clearly leaked by someone in the WNBA or in the, I don't know, the WNBPA. Could it be the members of that PA? I don't know. Which was obtained on Tuesday by ESPN. Plum, the first vice president of the union, and Stewart, a vice president, requested a changed dynamic between our PA administrators and the players and said, "We do not feel like we have an adequate seat at the table in these negotiations." Who the hell is negotiating then? So you're relying on the WNBPA executive director to do the negotiating for you as well? I thought that's why y'all an executive body. I thought the executive body is the one that sits in front of the ownership body with your executive director, with your legal counsel, all that stuff, and you are part of these conversations. So you're not. You got Natasha Cloud giving stories about stuff, not knowing what's going on, saying that, the numbers keep changing and this keeps changing and that keeps changing. Well, I mean, it seems like there's a lot of things that are changing. There seems to be there's a lot of things that y'all don't seem to have a lot of knowledge about. It's very, very interesting to me. This might be the biggest circus I've ever seen in my life. But apparently they had a whatever you call it. Apparently they had a what was it? Survey. So now they come out saying that all the players are on board and whatever else. So the survey came after this, or came before this, but it got responded to after this. I don't even know what's like. What the hell's going on anymore? It has gotten to the point where this stuff is all a joke. It's all a joke at this point. Like, what else are you supposed to say? It's hitting levels of silliness, people. This is silliness. So you didn't know what your executive director was doing? You're on the board. You made a vote to strike. That you can strike at any time, but you don't know what's going on in negotiations? Do you not show up to negotiation meetings? What do you do exactly as a member of this board? So the union held a call with the players Tuesday evening, according to sources, to address the issues raised by Stewart and Plum. By the way, that was last night, as well as the results of a Players Association survey sent in recent days, polling players on their thoughts towards the league's latest CBA proposal, despite the fact Kelsey Plum praised it. Remember that. Despite the fact that she praised it. The union declined to comment. When reached by ESPN, Jackson shared the letter with the executive committee early Tuesday. Sources said it is unclear whether the rest of the 7-player executive committee agrees with Plum and Stewart's sentiments on the WNBPA leadership, or whether they were informed before the letter was sent out. Sources have indicated that some members are content with the union's handling of negotiations. The letter was sent nearly a week before the March 10th date the league gave to the WNBPA last month to try to complete a term sheet for the new CBA. Anyhow, let's continue here. It says, the letter starts with Plum and Stewart expressing immense gratitude for Jackson's leadership of the Players Association over the past decade and the results she has garnered in that span. Adding that they believe she wants what's best for the players, but we're frustrated that we have not made more progress as we near the March 10th. Again, aren't you involved in these negotiations? Please explain. Like, are you not involved in the negotiations? You are board members, executive committee members who are running your mouths constantly, and you don't know the play? You don't know what's going on? This is insane. It just gets more and more crazy as we go along here. But Stewart, we believe this is a result of a breakdown in communication between you and the executive committee and players more broadly. So your executive director is the one negotiating. You're not talking to them. You not call her. You don't got her cell phone number. text you, email you, I don't know, Pony Express, FedEx, UPS, US Post Office, email, something, SOS. The WNBPA opted out of the previous CBA nearly 17 months ago, October 24. The negotiations have ramped up over the past 8 months, but Stewart and Plum say they have been privy to details of negotiations for less than 2 months. Then you're irresponsible and you're derelict. You're in dereliction of your duty as a board member. If you did not have the ability to do your job as an executive committee member, then I'm sorry, that's on you. So you knew nothing. Okay, let's be real here. They opted out the deadline was October 31st. You live in New York City. You were in New York City, Breanna Stewart. You were there. You live there. And you at no point walked over took a subway over or took a cab ride or an Uber or something over to the WNBPA office to talk to Terry Carmichael Jackson, find out what's going on. Like you didn't do that while you were there. You didn't come down here till probably late December, and being South Florida, come down here. What are we talking about now? This is becoming silly. And they opted out of the previous CBA nearly 17 months ago. You know a deal wasn't going to get made, not with their ridiculous demands. And they've repeatedly asked for information from the PA, but staff but have yet to receive it. Then fire her. You employ her. You twats. I mean, I'm sorry, that's the wrong word. Y'all adults. Y'all ain't that right. This is where we go back to. So you employ this individual. You can fire this individual. The Players Association have the right to fire their executive director. They employ and pay her. What are we talking about here, bro? What's happening here, bro? So despite a year and a half of negotiations, we have not been meaningfully engaged, the letter read. The examples of requested information include a deal breakdown of the WNBA's expenses and revenue to the best of our understanding, a comparative analysis between potential losses players would face in a delayed or strike-shortened season versus the potential gains achieved in a new CBA earned through continued negotiations, a clear description of how rookie salaries would be structured and how they scale during a rookie contract, information on distributions from one-team partners, and a clear articulation of the executive committee's roles and responsibilities. As we understand it, the executive committee's role is to help shape the overall goals and priorities of the CBA and to serve as a bridge between your negotiating team and the broader membership, ultimately helping to secure player approval of any deal. Without access to the information requested above, the executive committee cannot fulfill this role, and players cannot be expected to engage meaningfully in a process they have largely been excluded from. Oh my goodness. So now it's the Players Association employees and staff and executive. It's their fault. It's their fault now. Stewart and Plum requested a meeting of executive committee within 24 hours, but you're playing in a game tonight. You were playing in Miami tonight. So how would you get a meeting and you're not even there? Which turned into the all-player meeting. Okay. The two additionally expressed frustrations on how their concerns have been received by the Players Association. When we and other players have attempted to express concerns about negotiations, we have been made to feel as though we are acting against the interests of the PA. Many other players across the league feel these same frustrations, have expressed them to us, and but feel afraid or unable to speak out. This is a circus, guys. This is next level circus shit, bro. But yet, Kelsey Plum told the reporters that while unions should continue to negotiate on Monday, she believes the offer the WNBP has received from the WNBA so far reflects a significant win. Make up your mind. Significant win, or you don't know. Like, make up your mind. A strike would be the worst thing for both sides. Make up your mind. You guys are all over the place. You guys are all over the place. If you want to read this article, check it out. It's in ESPN. This is insane, people. It's insane. They're all over the place. So maybe I take back what I said about the 10th. Maybe I take it back. I don't know. Maybe they won't sign. Because now they're blaming their Players Association executive director. Fire her. You don't like her? Fire her. You don't like what she's doing? Fire her. Find somebody new. You have that right. You have that right. You employ all these people. Fire them all. Fire them all. Get rid of them all. Clean house. You guys pay their checks. What do y'all think of this? This circus gets more and more ridiculous. I'm flabbergasted. I'm surprised I didn't see this yesterday. But no, that's the newest. That is the newest. It's a mess. The mess, the gift that keeps on giving. Messy, messy, messy. That's all I got. Y'all let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hit the like button, subscribe, leave your comments. Again, this is Her Game, Her Way Women's Basketball, powered by Come On Now, the podcast. Come on now.